On the last project of this class, I would like to focus on the food industry, more particularly on the food resources and consumption. The objective: motivating an individual consumer to make environmentally friendly decisions related to food consumption from their home, habits, and grocery shopping. Key task. The key task associated with this problem involves educating and encouraging the consumer to make sustainable food choices, both at home and while grocery shopping. This includes tasks such as understanding the environmental impact of different food choices, identifying sustainable alternatives to current food consumption habits, planning and executing environmentally friendly grocery shopping trips, tracking progress toward sustainable food consumption's goal. Insight. To simplify the task flow and improve the user's experience, it is essential to provide easy access to relevant information and actionable insights. This could involve providing personalized recommendations, offering educational resources on sustainable food practices, and integrating tools for tracking progress and setting goals. User experience design. The user will interact with a mobile app or web platform that provides personalized recommendations, educational content, and tools for tracking and planning sustainable food choices. The app may utilize AI algorithms to analyze the user's preferences, dietary habits, and environmental impact to offer tailored suggestions and feedback. Key considerations. Three areas I want to cover here: user inputs, transparency on the model, and communicating uncertainty. User inputs. The user will input information such as dietary preferences, dietary restrictions, budget constraints, and environmental goals. The system may provide feedback based on user inputs, offering suggestions for sustainable alternatives and tracking progress toward goals. Transparency on the model. The AI model's recommendations and decision-making process should be transparent to the user. This could involve providing explanations for recommendations and highlighting the factors considered by the model, such as environmental impact metrics and nutritional values. Communicating uncertainty. The system should communicate the uncertainty associated with its recommendations, particularly when dealing with complex environmental factors or conflicting goals. This could involve displaying confidence levels for recommendations and offering multiple options for the user to consider. Privacy consideration. Data collection, privacy laws. Data collection. Privacy concerns may arise from the collection of personal data, such as dietary preferences, shopping habits, and environmental goals. It is important to obtain explicit consent from users before collecting and processing their data, and to implement robust security measures to protect sensitive information. Privacy laws. Applicable privacy laws may include the General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) in the European Union and the California Consumer Privacy Act CCPA in the United States. These laws create obligations regarding data collection, storage, and processing, including requirements for transparency, consent, and data security. Ethical consideration. Potential biases. Potential resource or bias may include biases in the training data used to develop the AI algorithms, such as biases in environmental impact assessments or nutritional recommendations. Additionally, there may be biases in the recommendations themselves, such as favoring certain dietary preferences or lifestyle choices over others. Ethical AI goals: fairness, accountability, transparency. Fairness. The product should strive to provide fair and equitable recommendations to all users, regardless of demographic characteristics or personal preferences. This may involve mitigating biases in the AI algorithms and ensuring that recommendations are based on objective criteria. Accountability. The developers of the product should be accountable for the performance and outcomes of the AI system, including any biases or errors that may arise. This may involve regular audits and reviews of the system's performance, as well as mechanisms for addressing user feedback and concerns. Transparency. The system should be transparent about its decision-making process and the factors considered in generating recommendations. This includes providing explanations for recommendations, disclosing any biases or limitations in a data algorithm, and offering user control over their data and preferences. Ethical. By addressing these ethical considerations and prioritizing fairness, accountability, and transparency, the product can ensure that it promotes sustainable food choices in an ethical and responsible manner. Thank you for listening.